come around, I'll turn against that wall there next time. Definitely have more go than I did. That was definitely more horse. She's wanting to lope off without me asking now. I like she's using her back end a little bit better. The stop has been her weakest maneuver. Felt like she might have been using her back end to get stopped at the wall a little better. So that was interesting. I will continue to give her the immune builder. I would like most of the more specific training videos that talk about how to use your hands, how to use your legs, that kind of thing. I post on Patreon. If you want to look those up, Tim Anderson Horse Training on Patreon. A lot of those real specific horse training videos are there. And every Thursday at 9 o'clock Central Time, I do a live training video. After that is over, I'll take the audio from that and upload it as a podcast on Spotify. So if you're driving and you want to hear the topic of what we're talking about on that Thursday, and hear the questions, because I take a lot of live questions, live training questions, and talk about those. So if you want to try that on Spotify, that's Tim Anderson Horse Training on Spotify. When I started Bob on the immune builder, it was mainly because he had a really dull personality, and to try to help bring out a little brightness in his eyes. I described him as he always looked like he'd just come off a Willie Nelson's tour bus, and that was kind of his personality. So I started him on the immune builder from Balanced Eco Solutions, and had a huge effect on his personality. And I also noticed that it improved his skin a lot. Before, his coat was dull, and he was getting a lot of rain rot. It was constant battle to help to work with the rain rot. And it helped both. It helped his personality. He's like a different horse. He's a lot brighter. He's a lot more alert. A lot less issues with the skin. So I wanted to try it on Hope here. I just started her on it last week. She's only got a few doses. And I wanted to start it for her skin condition here. That was the main reason. That's actually what made me have the thought to give it to her. But then after I thought about that, I thought, well, maybe it's going to make her a little more bright. She's in training to be a working cow horse, and she's been lacking a little grit. And by grit, I mean just kind of digging in, working hard. When I ask for a spin, really trying to push herself into the spin, push herself through rollbacks, that kind of thing. She knows all the maneuvers. I put plenty enough time on her for her to learn the maneuvers, but she just wasn't, she was lacking that grittiness to really excel. So this is the first time I've ridden her since I started her on the immune builder, and I wanted to see if I had any difference in personality. Right off the bat, when I got on her over there, she walked off, and that hasn't been an issue. And she walked off and kind of surged a little bit. So that is different. She's got her nose out a little bit. I'd rather not have that. But I can tell I got a lot of energy. I feel like I have a horse that wants to go do something, where before I felt like I had a horse that was dull and I had to push it to go do something. Let's ask for a step around and let's see what we get. And trot out. Pulled on her a little bit, bumped on her a little bit. But that wasn't bad. I think that might be a little bit of improvement. Let's change directions. Ask her to step around the other way. I know I'm don't feel like I'm working as hard as I was just going forward. Her rhythm is off, and that's going to be because of getting her nose out and being inconsistent with her getting bridled up and collected. Let's open my right leg, see what happens there. So if you have any questions about what I'm doing here, put it in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer your question. If you have a friend that you think needs to watch this video, share it with them. Let them see what I'm doing and might help more people. Right there, she's just kind of pushing through. There we go. A little hop. Now let's go forward again. Let's do a couple rollbacks against the wall. See what happens. Come around, I'll turn against that wall there next time. Definitely have more go than I did. And she was in her stall last night, so that could have something to do with it. That was definitely more horse. And if you're finding what I'm doing helpful, if you would click the like button, and that will help YouTube know to send the videos out to other people. She's wanting to lope off without me asking now. I feel like she's using her back end a little bit better. The stop has been her weakest maneuver. Felt like she might have been using her back end to get stopped at the wall a little better. So that was interesting. I will continue to give her the immune builder. I would like for personality-wise, maybe be a little grittier. I don't know. I don't know that that's really what it's meant for, but I definitely got that with Bob. But this spot on her shoulder has been hairing back up like it should. That's the main reason I'm giving it to her. So we'll follow along and we'll see what happens. The immune builder is put out by Balanced Eco Solutions. They have a lot of other products. They have a sarcoid cream that I've used and had really good success with, and used their gastro product on a couple of horses that were having upset stomachs when we traveled. Use that. Every product I've used has been good, and I am a product ambassador with them. If you decide to order, put in the order comments Tim sent me. That would help me out a lot. So we'll follow Hope along, and we'll see how she progresses. I've got a playlist here of her treatment, and I have another playlist of her training in general. So I'll put a link to one of them here. Until next time, thank you for watching.